Okay, so hi again. There has been some questions from personal friends of mine on the issue of following LMPD. So I want to address this really quick. Um, I have got some clips that I'm going to walk you through. Now, of course, I did this on my desktop. You can do this on your phone. It's basically the exact same if you do it on your phone as doing it on the desktop. Whether it be your laptop, your desktop PC. Go into the settings is pretty much the exact same way, where you get the real time alert notifications from LMPD for their live stream videos. So I'm going to break into that really quick, show you where to go to enable that either on your cell phone. Um, if you have Facebook on your cell phone, you can go on your laptop and enable it, and those settings will carry over to your cell phone as well. Or you can do it directly from your cell phone, so that you can stay up to date, because I do have some updates after I show you how to do this, about what's going to be going on Saturday and Sunday in downtown Louisville. So here we go. This is how you're going to access LMPD, Louisville Metro Police Department, their live streams for when they go live, for anything that they have. So here's how you're going to do that.
Okay, so as you see here in the first image we have, you see I have the 3 dots in the bottom right hand circled. You are going to click on those 3 dots that we have circled there to access the next setting. Okay, so here we are on the next setting. Once you click those 3 dots, this little box is going to pop up. And you see where we have the follow settings circled there in the top. You are going to click on follow settings. Okay, so now that we're on the follow settings screen, as you see, a little ways down, you see the live video, all notifications. You are going to click on live video. This is going to take you to the next section of options where you're going to select the type of live video notifications that you want to be alerted to. Okay, so here we are on live notifications. This is where you can choose what type of notifications you want to be alerted to. As you see there at the bottom, it says off. The next one up says highlights. The next one is all notifications. I select all notifications. This gives you all live notifications from this page. This means that every time they go to do a live stream, that you are going to get a notification to your device, whether that be your laptop, your cell phone, your desktop. Of course, for me, it is usually my cell phone because I have my cell phone with me all the time. So therefore, when things like we talked about, like last Saturday, happen, and they are going to engage the protesters and they are doing a live stream of that, then I get a notification to my cell phone and I can click on it and I'll automatically go directly to that live feed and I can watch it all happening. So that's what you're going, if that's what you want, then you're going to select where I have it circled in red, all notifications. And that is how you get all the live notifications from LMPD.
Okay, so hopefully that helped some of you who were still a little confused on how to get to the live streams directly to your devices and how you are going to get the notifications on how to get those. Hopefully that helps clarify it. I'm a visual person, so I know a lot of my friends are visual people too. So hopefully that will help you guys kind of navigate and get those notifications directly to your phone, because it is going to be a very busy weekend. And I know I said that earlier, but you know me, I will dig in the trenches, and unfortunately listen to a lot of garbage that I don't agree with just to get you guys some answers and some information. So apparently the group that is heading up these events in Louisville Saturday and Sunday is the Until Freedom group. Now, we remember them from last year. They're the group from New York City that bust in tons and tons and tons of protesters, really wreaked and created a lot of havoc in downtown Louisville. Well, they're the group that has kind of made Louisville their home. They even stated that they travel back and forth between New York and Louisville. Louisville's become a second home for them. They were also the group that was responsible for picketing and being on Daniel Cameron's front lawn, protesting through the suburb area in which he lives. So you guys are kind of familiar with that group of people. That is the group that is heading up this event this weekend in downtown Louisville. So, a little back history there. That's who we're dealing with this weekend. They are starting Friday after rush hour. LMPD is going to start the closures of the streets around Jefferson Square Park. Jefferson Square Park is where this event is going to start on at 1 p.m. on Saturday. They're going to do a march. They have already stated this is going to be a larger, more powerful, bigger than before that has ever been done in Louisville. So again, that kind of goes back to my assumption from earlier today that they're going to be bussing in a lot of people. They even stated in their press release on their Facebook page today, which I unfortunately sucked it up and watched just to get the information, that Louisville is not going to be the only city that they're going to be protesting in, that it's going to be taking place in many large cities across the U.S. So buckle down, nice weather is here, and they're going to come out in full force. And they actually did say that they were, and I quote, they're excited that summer is coming back to get people back in the streets. So we can anticipate and expect that they're ramping up for their protest season. They stated that this was not going to be a celebration. It is a renewed call for justice. So they are very much looking to march through the streets, and I fully anticipate, just as I'm sure most of the people in Louisville are going to fully anticipate, full-on protests and much of what we saw last year. And it's going to be a continuation of all those things. That being said, again, go to the Louisville LMPD site. Go ahead and sign up for those notifications, because I'm sure that LMPD is going to be very busy this weekend. Do not rely on the 502 live streamers. You are going to get a lot of vulgarity and anti-police, anti-conservative rhetoric coming from them. Do not rely on the mainstream media to cover it correctly. because there's a lot of stuff that they leave out. I noticed last year that several of the mainstream local media news outlets were very biased towards the Black Lives Matter movement, and were not reporting accurately, and they were cutting out a lot of footage of things that were actually going on. So don't rely on that. That is not going to be truthful reporting. That's one of the reasons I started following LMPD, because we were getting more real time of what was happening in different areas. So take that for what it is. But yes, they are hell bent on getting what they call justice for Breonna Taylor. They don't feel like they have gotten it. Again, just like what happened over the weekend. You don't verbally attack children. You don't accost children and their families going to events. So again, if you do not have to travel to downtown Louisville, I advise that you don't. If you live in an area around downtown Louisville, and I do have one friend who is close to the downtown Louisville area, and I know that some of the protests made it close to her home and business last year, because I was in contact with her when all of it was going on, because I was checking in with her to make sure that her home and her business were not being vandalized, and that, you know, she and her family were okay. Just stay out of Louisville. Getting the video is not worth the potential harm, physical harm, and violence that you may experience in order to get that live footage. Not when LMPD is covering it and we can get it and share the hell out of it through social media. So again, I showed you how to get on there and get that information. I intend to fully keep my page updated as to what is going on over the weekend. So if you don't want to be inundated with all those videos, you can check back to my page. I'm going to be making updates as it happens. And any information that I get. So that being said, I am done for the night. Again, I probably won't be on tomorrow, but you can be assured that you will probably see me popping up in places on Saturday. So good night, be well, and you guys will see me on Saturday. Good night, everybody.